Why is it that you could talk about strawberries and everybody, like, there's some people, you'll talk about strawberries, they'll be like, yes, but the watermelons, like, shut up. Like, why is it that you could talk about strawberries and everybody, there's always people trying to add shit to what you said or try to make it a whole different other situation that's not the same. Like, bro, all I said was one thing. There's always people trying to add shit. All I said was, why is it that black women get mad because they do when a black guy dates a white woman? That's all I said, right? All I said was, and you could tell y'all hurt because now there's a bunch of girls hitting me up like, well, it's not that. It's when they make us feel wrong, when they talk shit about us. And they could date all the white women they want, but don't be disrespectful towards us. But, well, that's a whole different topic. I never said, I was not talking about that. Nobody in general should be making anybody feel bad or feel less of another person. But that was not the main point. That was not the point at all. Nobody... Did I say, why do black women get upset when black men date white women and then put them down? I never said that, did I? I never said that. Stop putting words in my mouth. Did I? If we were talking about disrespectful black men that hate on black women, that'll be a different discussion, but this is clearly a whole different topic. I only said why y'all mad they did. If we were... I just don't understand, why is it hard for people to stay on topic? Why people always gotta add shit? Why people always gotta twist your words? Like, my mans, I said one thing, keep it there, shut the... you could then say, I like milk. There'll be somebody, well, milk is not good for you because blah, blah, blah. I never asked you if milk was good. All I said was I like milk. Like, shut up. You could then say, I like milk. There'll be some... There's an issue in the world where people want to have an opinion for everything. So when they don't have an opinion for something you said exactly, they'll kind of switch it up so they can still have an opinion for it. Dear black people, you're not queens, and you're not kings. You're the only people on this earth to still refer to yourselves as kings and queens. Dear... Now, please, my black fans, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you say a queen, you're thinking about, like, queen, right? The queen that we all know, and king as in with the crown, right? Now, please, like, queen, right? The queen that we all know, and king as in with the crown, right? Now, please, my black fans, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you say a queen, you're thinking about, like, queen, right? The queen that we all know, and king as in with the crown. Unless you're using the word queen and king as like some type of metaphor that I'm not aware of, y'all need to stop, alright? I'm gonna be the one to say it. On top of that, there's been a lot of queens throughout history of all types of colors that were not the best type of females. You understand? They were very bougie. On top of that, there's been a lot of queens very bougie, no one could tell them shit, they had attitudes, very sassy. Does that kind of ring a bell? Is that alright? Whatever. Anyway, very bougie. So imagine telling a little girl who constantly sees all these, like, because unfortunately, there's not a lot of black media depict the kings and queens, but, so imagine telling a little girl who but there's a whole bunch of others, especially white kings and queens depicted on media, TV, cartoons, Disney, and now your daughter's seeing that and you calling her a queen and she watching that. But there's a whole bunch of others, fuck raising your daughters up to and telling them, hey, you are a woman, you are human, you live on earth, you are equal, you are no, fuck raising you are no better and no less than anyone on this earth. Do not let anyone treat you less, and make sure everyone treats you correctly and equal and fair, right? You are no better and no less than... Nah, fuck that. You're a queen. Fuck all that shit. You're a queen. That's what we want to put into our children. Black people, that's what we doing. Nah, fuck that. Black people so caught up in raising kings and queens that y'all niggas forget to raise up human beings. I'm sorry, but this is just the truth. Black people so caught up in... I never understood, especially the black woman. They constantly, I'm a black queen. Okay, listen, you are a black woman. Let me tell you that much. I never... You can be a great black woman, a powerful black woman, a beautiful black woman, but you are not a queen. Like, do you understand that? You can be a vice versa. You could be a powerful black man, handsome black man, intelligent black man, successful black man, but you not a king. Like, vice versa. You could be a powerful black man. Listen, I had to talk about this because right now I had like literally over like 10 black women who hit me up and referring themselves to as black queens, and I'm like, oh. Listen, I had to talk about this. I don't know if it's like to lift each other up or something. Maybe it is for that, but if it is, y'all gassing up each other, not actually lifting each other up. If one of my friends came up to me, I'm a black king, I'll be like, no, you is a black boy, and I would never let anyone treat you differently or less of a human because of your skin color. That's dumb. If one of my female black friends, hey, I'm a black queen, I'll be like, no, you is a black girl, alright? And you're beautiful and you're great. Everything's awesome. We all human. We all... One of my female black friends. But this whole king and queen shit, that's y'all lying to yourselves. I'ma call y'all niggas out on it because you is lying on yourself. You is gassing up yourself. But this whole... Just because we trying to make certain people in this world who for some reason judge people by the skin color, that's just dumb. Very dumb. Just because we trying to make certain people in this world who for some reason, right? Just because we trying to make them realize that they dumb does not mean that you gotta walk around saying I'm a king and I'm a queen. That does nothing, especially for your kids. It does nothing, right? Just because we try. If anything, it makes your kids grow up thinking that they did as kings and queens and make them feel like they over everybody, that they could be sassy, talk back, not listen to nobody, not follow any rules, not do anything. Right, this message is mostly towards older parents and shit like that, because it's like black mothers out here raising little girls calling them queens. They not. Mothers out here raising little boys calling them, hell, you're gonna be a black king. Where? No, he's not. You're lying to him. He's gonna grow up fucked up. Mothers out here raising... I'm not saying life is a movie or Black Lives is a movie, but I've seen The Help, I've seen 12 Years a Slave, all that, and it clearly shows depictions of what I'm talking about, right? I'm not saying life is a movie or Black Lives is a movie, but I've seen that. Y'all gotta tell y'all kids how it is. Listen, it's gonna be hard. Maybe a little harder for us. Why, Mom? Well, because there's certain people in the world who's dumb. Y'all gotta... Do y'all not realize that, especially if you're a teenager right now and you black, wasn't it a shock, that first experience you had, that like, really? Because I'm black? Do y'all not? Or with the police brutality and someone gets killed and they don't get fined or jailed or anything, doesn't that shock you? And I'm not saying these aren't shocking things, but do you realize that it's shocking to you? Because I'm just saying, and I'm not saying these aren't shocking things, but do you realize that it's shocking to you because you grew up thinking that this wasn't real? And I'm not saying I'm just saying, instead of feeding your kids a bunch of fairy tales, tell them what the fuck is up. You know what I'm saying? Tell them how to use their voice. Tell them how to speak out. I'm just saying, instead of feeding your kids, let them know it's not everybody. Let them know, oh, don't sit here hating white people, though. Don't sit here hating these type of... All I be hearing is hate, hate. You a king, you a queen. Hate, hate. Fuck police. Fuck white people. Fuck the law. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. All I be hearing is hate, hate. And I hope y'all know all that fuck this, fuck that comes from that king mentality and that queen mentality, because kings and queens are big on blood and etc. There's people who ain't even African who are dead. Right, 2017, bunch of black people wearing dashikis outside, wearing the key of life, the Egyptian little cross shit. Right, 2017, bunch of... Right, you know how back in Egypt they used to wear a lot of crystals and shit like that. You see a whole bunch of black people wearing crystals and buying crystals and shit now. Right, you know how back... Right, that's cool and everything. You want to go back to your roots, that you want to know your roots and all that.